You wake up every morning, hop in your car, turn the key, and think everything's fine. It's not. There's something most Americans do every single morning that is silently, slowly destroying their engine. And the bill doesn't show up until it punches you right in the wallet. I've spent over 20 years under the hood, from a beat-up Civic to a Ram 1500, from a small-town garage to a dealership service bay. And I can tell you with complete confidence, most engine wear doesn't happen on the highway. It happens in the first 30 seconds after you start your car. That's right, you haven't even backed out of the driveway yet. Fleet studies show that between 60 and 70% of all internal engine wear happens in that exact moment, and the habits causing the most damage. They're the ones your dad taught you. That his dad taught him and you think you're taking care of your car. Today, I'm going to walk you through 15 things you need to stop doing before you start your car. Some will seem obvious. Others never make it into the owner's manual. And number one is a silent killer that could be destroying your engine every single morning. Stick around to the end, because any one of these mistakes can cost you anywhere from $200 to over $15,000 in repairs. And that's not an exaggeration. Let's start at 15. Number 15. Never skip your seatbelt. It's not just about the ticket, though. In most states, that fine runs anywhere from $1.25 to $200 and can add points to your license depending on where you live. This is about your life and your money. A low-speed fender bender in rush hour traffic in LA, Atlanta, or any major city can mean hitting your deductible, losing your safe driver discount, and if anyone gets hurt, things get real ugly, real fast. Data from the NHTSA shows that seatbelts reduce the risk of death in a crash by about 45% and serious injury by 50%. That's not a detail. That's the difference between walking away and getting carried away. I had a customer who got rear-ended on the freeway. He was buckled up, walked out with a bruise. The driver who hit him wasn't wearing a belt and went straight into the windshield. Insurance lawyers got involved. Medical bills piled up. That guy's life was never the same. Safety first. Every time. Now buckle up, pun absolutely intended, because it gets heavier from here. If you're digging this and want to keep protecting your car and your bank account, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. We drop content like this every week. Number 14. Never start your car with it in gear. Sounds obvious, right? You'd be surprised how often this happens, especially with automatics, when people aren't paying attention. Starting the engine in gear forces the starter motor to fight against the entire weight of the vehicle. That starter was designed to spin the combustion engine to life, not push a loaded up F-150 out of your driveway. The overload heats up and burns out the starter motor fast. In the US, replacing a starter motor runs anywhere from $400 to $1,000 depending on the vehicle. And that's the good scenario. If the parking brake isn't fully set, the car can also lurch forward or backward. I've seen cars roll into a neighbor's fence over exactly this. 2 seconds to check you're in park or neutral. That's it. Number 13, never ignore warning lights at startup. When you turn the key, the dash does a self-test. Every warning light comes on, then goes off. If one stays on, your car isn't being dramatic. It's asking for help. That check engine light, the little yellow engine icon, everyone loves a cover with a piece of tape, could mean something as minor as a loose gas cap or as serious as a catalytic converter failing. Ignoring is like feeling chest pain and saying, it'll go away. In many cities, a basic OB-DITA scan is free at AutoZone, O'Reilly, or Advanced Auto Parts. That free scan could save you anywhere from $800 to $5,000 in repairs. A small problem you ignore becomes a big problem. Guaranteed. Number 12. Don't run accessories before you start the engine. AC, radio, headlights, heated seats. If you're living that life, all of these draw power from the battery while the engine is off. Load all of that up before starting and the battery voltage drops. The starter cranks slow and the electrical system takes an unnecessary hit. Car batteries already take a beating in extreme heat or cold. Welcome to Phoenix summers and Minnesota winters. Doing this repeatedly can turn a 5-year battery into a 2-year battery. A new battery for a typical American vehicle runs between $150 and $300 depending on the cold cranking amps and brand. Start the engine first. Let it stabilize. Then crank the AC, put on your playlist, and roll. The alternator was built to handle that load. Your battery alone wasn't. Number 11. Never run on fumes. Riding the low fuel light isn't just risking getting stranded on I-95 at 5 p.m. on a Friday, it's slowly destroying your fuel pump. On most modern vehicles, the fuel pump sits inside the tank and uses the fuel itself as a coolant. When the tank drops below a quarter, the pump runs hot. Over time, the internal motor wears down. Replacing a fuel pump in the US ranges from $600 to $1,500 because on many models, you have to drop the entire tank to get to it. There's more. Running low means the pump starts drawing sediment and gunk off the bottom of the tank. That debris clogs the fuel filter and can damage injectors. Replacing a fuel injector averages $300 to $600 each, and most engines have 4 or more. Keeping the tank above a quarter costs nothing and protects one of the most expensive components in the fuel system. The next few mistakes hit especially hard if you live in a city with stop-and-go traffic. You know who you are: LA, Chicago, Houston. But first, drop a comment below. Which of these are you guilty of? No judgment. I read every single one. Number 10. Stop warming up your car for 10 minutes. This is the one that makes me smile and cringe at the same time. Half the country still believes you need to let the car sit and idle for 10-15 minutes before you drive. Your dad told you that! His dad told him, and they weren't wrong for the era they were driving in. But modern engines are completely different. A modern engine is designed to warm up under load while you drive, not sitting in your driveway with the heater blasting and fogging up the neighbor's view. While cold, the engine injects more fuel than it needs. That extra fuel doesn't burn cleanly, washes down the cylinder walls, and strips away the oil film, protecting the metal. The result? Carbon buildup on valves, wear on piston rings, and oil that breaks down ahead of schedule. The U.S. Department of Energy, and yes, they've actually studied this, found that idling for more than 30 seconds burns more fuel than shutting off and restarting. You are literally burning gas or diesel with zero benefit. The right move? Start it. Wait 30 seconds for oil to circulate, and pull out slow until the temp gauge climbs. Your engine warms up faster, burns less fuel, and lasts significantly longer. Number 9. Don't put the wrong fuel in your car. The owner's manual is not a suggestion, it's the engineering team's final word. Ignore it at your own expense. If your car requires premium, say 91 or 93 octane, and you're filling up with regular 87 to save a few bucks, you're increasing the risk of engine knock, carbon buildup, and premature wear. High compression engines need the right fuel to prevent pre-ignition. On the other hand, if your car runs fine, unregular, and you're pumping premium, thinking you're giving it a treat, you're just throwing money away. Premium doesn't clean an engine that wasn't engineered for it, and in the US, the price difference can easily be 30 to 60 cents per gallon. I had a customer bring in a Chevy Silverado that had been running the wrong fuel for almost 2 years. We ended up doing an intake valve cleaning, new spark plugs, and a full injector service. The bill came to $1,400. If he'd fueled it correctly from day one, he'd have spent maybe $150 more at the pump over those 2 years and skipped every bit of that headache. Number 8. Don't skip the walk around. 10 seconds. That's all. 10 seconds walk around your car before you start it could save you a very expensive phone call. Look under the car. Dark black puddle is oil. Green, orange, or pink. Liquid is coolant. Reddish fluid is transmission fluid. Catching a leak early could mean replacing a $30 gasket instead of rebuilding a $3,000 transmission. Check the tires. A soft tire doesn't just wear unevenly, it tanks your fuel economy and raises the risk of a blowout. A replacement tire in the US runs anywhere from $100 to $300 each, depending on the size. A full set can easily hit $800 or more. Also, look around the car. Kid on a beaky shopping cart, garbage can, uneven curb. Backing out without looking and hitting something means a deductible, a claim, and potentially losing a discount you've been building for years. 10 seconds. $5,000 saved. Number 7. Don't ignore strange noises at startup. Your car is talking to you constantly. Most people just refuse to listen. A loud metallic grinding when you start the engine is almost always a starter motor problem. Specifically, the gear that meshes with the flywheel is worn. Keep starting the car like that, and you won't just replace the starter, you'll take out the flywheel too. Starter, $400 to $1,000. Flywheel, Add another $500 to $1,500 on top of that. A high-pitched squeal right after starting is usually a loose or worn serpentine belt or accessory belt. That belt runs the alternator, power steering pump, acri compressor, and sometimes the water pump. If it snaps on the freeway, you lose power steering, the battery stops charging, and the engine can overheat within minutes. Replacing the belt preventively costs $150 to $350. Ignoring it can result in a blown head gasket that Beal Huns. $1,500 to $5,000. A weird noise is never nothing. It's your car asking for help before things turn into a financial disaster. You made it to the halfway point. And if you're still here, you're clearly not the type who waits for the check engine light to turn into a full dashboard Christmas tree. Do me a favor, share this with that friend or family member, is making these mistakes every day. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. Number 6, don't hold the key or start button too long. Start it and let go. That's simple. The starter motor has exactly one job. Spin the combustion engine until it fires. The second the engine catches, the starter's work is done. Holding the key past that point forces the starter to spin at high RPM with no purpose, grinding the gears and overheating the electric motor. A lot of people do this because the car didn't start on the first try, so they try again, and again, and again. That doesn't fix anything. It floods the engine with excess fuel and drains the battery at the same time. If the car won't start in 3 or 4 tries, something's wrong. Could be a weak battery, a fuel pump, an ignition coil, spark plugs, or a sensor. Stop cranking and go find the actual problem. Cost of a new starter, $400 to $1,000. Cost of letting go of the key at the right time, $0. Number 5, don't skip adjusting your mirrors. Mirrors out of position isn't just a safety issue. It's a financial one. Backing up without checking your mirrors is a gamble. You might be betting against a pole, another car, a bike, or in the worst case, a person. A parking lot tap at the grocery store means at least your deductible, which on most policies runs $500 too. $1,500. Plus the safe driver discount you've been stacking for years goes right out the window. If someone gets hurt, the conversation changes completely. You're looking at claims, possible legal action, and months of dealing with fallout from 2 seconds of carelessness. Adjust before you start. Check the rear view. Use the backup camera if you've got one. Those 2 seconds are worth more than any shortcut. Number 4, don't leave your key fob inside the car. If your car has push-button start, this one's for you. A modern car thief in the US doesn't break windows or jimmy locks. They use a relay attack device, a signal amplifier that picks up the key fob signal from inside your house or your car and fools the system into thinking the key is present. Relay attacks have been growing fast across the US over the last few years. Cars stolen this way are usually stripped for parts within hours. Recovery rate is nearly 0, even without theft involved. Leaving your fob in the car drains its battery because it's constantly handshaking with the vehicle. A fob battery costs $5 to $10 at a hardware store, but many dealerships charge $50 to $150 to replace it for you. Classic. Pick up a signal-blocking key pouch or a small metal Faraday box. They run under $25 on Amazon and completely block relay attacks. Number 3, don't neglect the air filter. Your engine needs air as much as it needs fuel. A dirty, clogged air filter slowly chokes your engine out. When airflow drops, the engine compensates by dumping in more fuel. That spikes fuel costs immediately. But the real damage is internal. Running rich, too much fuel, not enough air causes carbon buildup on injector tips, intake valves, and spark plugs. Over time, you get rough idle, hesitation on acceleration, poor performance, and reduced engine life. Cleaning out carbon buildup runs $200 to $600. Let it go long enough and the plugs need to go with it. Add another $150 to $400 installed. Replace the air filter every oil change. It's one of the cheapest parts on the car, $15 to $40 at any auto parts store, and one of the most important. Number 2, don't pump the gas pedal before starting. This habit came from the carbureted era, and it needs to stay there. Old carbureted engines needed that extra fuel pump to fire up. Fuel-injected engines, which means basically every car made since the early Noventa SE, don't need it. The ECU already calculates exactly how much fuel is needed to start. When you pump the pedal before turning the key, you're dumping excess fuel into the engine. The fuel runs down the cylinder walls, washes away the oil film protecting the metal, and increases friction between moving parts. It does nothing useful. It only accelerates wear, and that cylinder wear leads directly to the worst mistake on the list. Number 1, the one that closes this whole thing out. But first, comment below, do you still pump the pedal before starting? New shame, Mary, we're all learning. Number 1, never start your car with low oil. This is the silent destroyer, the engine killer that works slowly, without warning, without smoke, without any obvious signs, until it's too late. Oil is the lifeblood of your engine. Inside that block, dozens of components are moving thousands of times per minute. Oil keeps those parts separated, cooled, and protected. When the level drops too low, friction spikes, heat builds fast, and metal starts to warp. Scored cylinder walls, damaged bearings, bent connecting rods. Achi, it's worse. The engine starts knocking, smoke appears, and it's easy. To that point, your only options are a rebuild or a replacement. In the US, rebuilding an engine on a common vehicle costs anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000, depending on the engine and the shop. A used replacement engine, if you can find one in decent shape, runs $2,000 to $8,000. And most standard auto insurance policies don't cover damage caused by lack of maintenance. Have fun with that conversation. Let me tell you a story. A mechanic buddy of mine had a guy come in with the oil light on for over a week. He'd been ignoring it because he didn't have the time or money to stop driving. Engine seized at a stoplight on the way to work. Tow truck was $150. Diagnosis was another $100. The engine replacement quote came in over $7,000. The car became a parts donor. The guy rode the bus for 3 months. A quart of oil at Walmart costs about $7. A rebuilt engine costs $7,000. That math doesn't work out for anyone. Check your oil once a month. 2 minutes. Pop the hood. Pull the dipstick. Wipe it clean. Reinsert it. Pull it again. Check the level. Top it off if needed. That's all that stands between a healthy engine and a dead one. You just learned 15 mistakes that can cost anywhere from $200 to well over $15,000 to fix. And the most ridiculous part, every single one of them is completely preventable with simple, free habits that take less than a minute. None of these things have to happen to your car. So here's the real question. How many of these 15 were you doing without even knowing it? Drop a comment below, no judgment. We're all learning here. And if you know someone riding on fumes, gunning the engine before it starts, or idling in the driveway for 15 minutes every morning, send them this video right now. You might be saving an engine today. Stay on the channel, because next week I'm breaking down what happens to your automatic transmission when you skip the fluid change. Spoiler, the bill is even scarier than this one. Subscribe, hit the bell, and we'll see you in the next one.